Hi Twyla Reed Rams. This video is about national symbols of America, and then also I put a little bit about California symbols in there as well. So let's look. Did you know that all over America there are special places called landmarks? Can you name the national landmarks of America? And there are also symbols that represent America. Can you name the national symbols of America? Here we go. Do you know this? Did you say Statue of Liberty? If you did, that is the name of this. It's beautiful. Can you see these little spots right down here? Those are people. So that shows you proportion size, how high up in the sky it is and how large it is. The Statue of Liberty. Have you ever seen this? It's a monument representing or in honor of the first President of the United States. Did you say George Washington Monument? I've been in here and it's very old, and you take an elevator up and there's windows up here and you can see out very far over the lakes. You can see for miles and miles. It's very hot and old, but you can go up inside there and there's little tiny windows and you can see out. George Washington Monument. Have you ever seen this? That's a president, an old president from a long time ago, the 16th president, and that is the Lincoln Memorial. And that's him, Abraham Lincoln. And if you were standing next to it, the people would be way down here. That's how big it is, the Lincoln Memorial. This one is less popular. Have you ever seen it? That's a statue inside of there. I've been in here and there's not much around, but right in the middle is a statue of a man, and that is Thomas Jefferson. He was pretty important when America first began. He helped get America going, shall we say, when it was new. He was pretty important. Do you know what this is? I'll give you a minute before I click the slide. That is the White House, and that is where the president lives, only while he's president though. So for the whole time he's president, which might either be 4 years, or if you get reelected, you can only be elected twice, you might live in there for 8 years. So that's where the president lives, the White House. Have you ever seen this? I'll give you a hint. The people that work there wear those long black robes. They're judges. I know we talked about this in room 14. The judges that make big decisions for America. The Supreme Court. That's where they meet. And that is called the Supreme Court building. Have you ever seen this? Its name is the same name as its shape, and I can see it's a 5-sided figure, and in math we learned about 5-sided shapes. That would be called the Pentagon. So important government things happen there, a lot of military things happen there, and it's called the Pentagon because of its shape. Do you know what this is? The bald eagle. That is our national bird. You'll see the bald eagle on a lot of different things, important documents. He's even on some money. You'll find the bald eagle. He's strong and pretty big. I've never seen one up real close, but they have big claws and they're pretty tall. They're taller than they look from this picture. The bald eagle. This is called, I'll give you a moment. I can see the eagle, the flag. It's called the Great Seal of the United States, and you'll see this on documents, papers, and it's even on a rug that's in front of where the president sits. If you've ever seen a picture, it's usually at a desk, and it's on a rug in the Oval Office. And the olive branches here represent peace, and the arrows over here represent war. And you've got the flag here, and then E pluribus unum. I believe that's Latin, and I think it means out of many one. I hope I'm saying that right. But they're all symbolic for different things that America stands for. The Great Seal of the United States. I hope you know what this is. I bet you do, but I couldn't make a slideshow about national symbols without putting our great American flag in there. But did you know that the American flag has nicknames? Like maybe you have a nickname. Maybe your mom calls you Cookie Bear or Sweetie Pie. Well, our beautiful American flag has nicknames. Sometimes you'll hear it called the Stars and Stripes, the Red, White, and Blue, Old Glory, or the Star Spangled Banner. Those are all nicknames for the beautiful flag. Did you know that America has a national flower? Can you guess what our national flower is? The rose. The beautiful red rose is our national flower. This picture, you've probably seen it. He comes in a lot of forms. He wasn't a real person in history. He's a cartoon character. It's always a man dressed in flag clothes. It looks like the material was made out of the American flag, and this is Uncle Sam. I tried to look up the history of how he came to be or how it got started, and there's some different stories out there, but one of the stories said that some shipping boxes would come in stamped U.S., U for United, S for States, United States, and somewhere along the line, that U.S. stamp got turned into Uncle Sam. It's from Uncle Sam or to Uncle Sam. So that's one story. I hope you know what this is. You just read this with Mrs. Robertson. So pretty. This is one I've never seen. I'd love to see it. So big and majestic. Mount Rushmore. Did you say it? Have you seen this one? This is called the Liberty Bell. I almost said it before I turned the slide. Have you ever seen that? You'll learn more about this in 5th grade. They talk about the United States history. You'll learn about that crack and what it represents. But it's a symbol of freedom, and its name is the Liberty Bell. Okay, California also has symbols. And this first one, there's more than one of these. This is a, did you say it? A mission. And this one is called Mission San Juan Capistrano. And it's in San Juan Capistrano. And there's several up and down the coast of California. Maybe you've seen our 4th graders build missions. And you learn all about the history and how they came to be in California. But missions are definitely a California symbol. Do you know what the California flag looks like? Maybe you've seen it flying. Pretty sure we have one in front of Twyla Reed. Do you know what's on it? If you saw it, would you know that it's California's? The bear and that star, and it says California Republic. Did you know that we have a flower? California has a flower, like the flower of the U.S. is the rose. California has a flower, the poppy. Very pretty. You don't see these a lot. You'll see them if you ever take a long drive on the freeways, on the side of the road, on a hillside. The hillside might be covered with poppies. And California has a bird. This one's kind of cute, I thought. Can you think of what it is? The California bird is the quail. He's kind of cute. So those are just some symbols, boys and girls. If you want to look on YouTube or Kids Safe Search with your parents' help, look for movies about national symbols and make sure you put in the words for kids in the search bar. And some more will come up, and then you can also hear the history or the story behind some of them that I showed you. Have a good day.